Chris. Hopefully everyone is having an awesome day, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review. So today we're reviewing the Sandwichable mod for 1.16.5, and it's a fabric mod that allows you to make your own sandwiches and adds a ton of sandwich related items. Anyway, let's just get straight into this mod review. So to start your journey of making the ultimate sandwich, you first need to find shrubs. So shrubs are basically the new type of grass in this mod, and they grow absolutely everywhere. So as you can see, they're everywhere in my world, but once you break them, they give you some special seeds, which I'll go over right now. So here are all the seeds that this mod adds. So it currently adds lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and onions. And don't worry, those cucumbers can later become pickles. So here we are at the pickle section. So this is a little bit more complicated because it requires a large process to actually make these pickles. I don't know why I didn't put these first, but alright, I will go over the pickles. So to make pickles, you first need salt. So you can get salt easily by finding salty sand, and you can just break the sand and it should start giving you salt. So as you can see, there's a bunch of salt here, and we got lucky and got 5 of these blocks. And this is just the simplest way to get salt. Okay, that was a really awkward pause, so let's just continue. So there's a machine that you can craft, which is called the redstone desalinator. So this will allow you to get salt. So the way you craft it is with 2 planks of any type, 1 redstone dust, 2 iron ingots, 1 cauldron, 1 furnace, and 2 smooth stones. And now the way this works is you basically just fill it up with salt water by grabbing a bucket, and you also need to power it with redstone. So first, let's power it so it can actually work. So you just shift left click and just put it in here, or just put it in like normal, and then you need to grab a bucket so you can actually collect some water. So there's a few things you should know about the water. So first off, you can't actually grab water from sweet water. By sweet water, I mean normal non-salt water. So here we're gonna grab water from this random lake, and let's bring this back. So you want to actually put this into the machine. So I'm just gonna land on the ground. I'm gonna shift right click with this bucket, and there's a problem. So this has a low salinity level, and you actually want higher salinity level so you can actually get some salt. So in this case, we need to collect water from the ocean. So let's just go to the middle of the ocean to make sure that we're actually grabbing salt water. And here we go. So we're gonna bring it back, and let's put it into the machine. So in this case, it should be high salinity. So guys, I made a big mistake. So apparently you have to actually have the machine itself in a beach biome or over an ocean biome. I don't know why that's the case, but alright, let's just put in this bucket right here by shift right clicking, and the salinity level should be higher. So here we go, we're gonna get salt. And by the way, if you were wondering why the salt looks different, it's because you actually need a crafting table to make the salt into regular salt. That was a weird way to put it, but let's just craft it into normal salt. So salt rock is now going to turn into normal salt. So it gives us 2 salts, and here we go. I'm just going to grab the entire batch, and now we have 11 salts. Now there's an even more complicated way to actually use this machine. So you can actually put it in the ocean, like I'm gonna do right now. So there we go, it's in the ocean now. It's waterlogged. Let's just put some redstone in here, put some redstone inside the machine. So there we go, and it should automatically process the water around it. So I think that's a little bit glitchy. Yeah, if you see right there, it's slightly glitching out, which is what was happening off camera. So let's just break this machine and transfer it somewhere else. So there's a new structure called the salt lakes. Well, the brine lakes. So here we have a brine lake. So this is basically 24/7 salty water. So you can just basically find this anywhere. So it's not just on beaches. You can actually find it inland. So let me just find one. So here's the closest one I could find. So it's right here near the Phoenix base, and as you can see, it's in the middle of land. There is no ocean to be seen around. So you can basically find this absolutely anywhere in your world. And they also spawn with salt rocks. So yay for you if you actually find any of these. So let's just put this desalinator inside the water. And there we go. So it has been activated. And now let's just grab our redstone and put it in there. So let's just put the redstone in there. And as you can see, the salt level is really high. And I think you can actually have it outside of the water. So let's just test this out. So here we go. Salt water bucket, and it should be high. So yes, you can actually process this water over the salt lake, which is awesome. Now let's just go to pickles, or else we're gonna take forever in this mod review. Now that you have all the salt you want, you can just grab a water bucket, and let's grab the salt, which I just threw away for some reason. So let's grab an entire stack and let's make some pickles. So first you want to fill this jar with water just by right clicking. So there we go. Next up, you want a few cucumbers. So let's just grab 4 of these cucumbers right here. So there we go. And let's put 4 of these into the jar. That was a really weird way to say. I don't know what is wrong with me sometimes. I misspell things. Anyway, you just right click with it with salt and it should slowly start turning into pickles. So I might just speed this up. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, it transformed into pickles. So now you can just grab these out of the jar and they'll just pop out just like that. And then you can just pick up your pickles and you finally have pickles. Well, they're called pickle cucumbers, but they're still pickles for me. By the way, if you want to be a maniac, you can just right click with a bucket in survival mode and grab some pickle brine. So I don't know why you would want this, but it works exactly like water. So you can just put out lava. I'm just gonna show you guys. So let's extinguish this fire pit with pickle brine. So let's go. So there we go. So as you can see, it works exactly like water. But this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Cover lava with pickle juice. And I'm just gonna do the rest of it. There we go. And this will also drip like normal water. So let's just put it over a block like right here, and they'll start dripping. Oh, pickle water lava fall. Not me waterfall. Why did I say lava fall? But as you can see, it starts dripping, and that is also pretty cool. Except that this place is gonna smell like pickles. It smells like pickles already. I don't know. I don't know if it actually smells like pickles because I'm not in the game, but it should probably smell like pickles. Also, yeah, by the way, the way you craft this jar is 1 plank of any type and 5 glass panes. So I had to actually count that. That's why it sounded like I just had a stroke. Anyway, let's just continue to the condiments. So here we have sweet berry jam bottle, which is crafted with 1 sweet berry, 1 sugar, and 1 glass bottle. And I originally thought this was ketchup until I actually looked at it. It's actually jam. Don't worry, it's not ketchup or blood. It's just jam. And here we have the mayonnaise bottle. So the mayonnaise bottle is crafted with 1 egg and 1 glass bottle. And I think it's missing some olive oil or something, but alright, I don't know how to make mayonnaise. Actually, yes, I do know the process of making mayonnaise, except it comes out horrible if I make it. Anyway, let's just continue to the cheeses. So there's different kinds of cheeses you can make. Oh, geesh. It literally made me choke on my own spit for some reason. So we're just gonna go over these cultures. So these cultures will determine the outcome that creates these cheeses. So first we're gonna show the bottle of cheese culture. So this is the normal cheese culture, and it is crafted with 1 glass bottle and 1 brown mushroom. And here we have the bottle of creamy cultures, which is crafted with 1 brown mushroom, 1 red mushroom, and 1 glass bottle. And next up we have the intoxicating cheese culture. So this is crafted with 1 red mushroom. And as far as I can tell, this isn't actually gonna poison you. Wait, the sandwich I made in the thumbnail had that cheese and I didn't get intoxicated, so this name does not matter. It's just really delicious apparently. Next up we have the cheese culture of sour. So this is crafted with 1 fermented spider eye and 1 glass bot. Fermented spider eye? Ew, that's disgusting. Anyway, let's continue. So here we have the condensant culture, and this is crafted with 1 glass bottle and 1 crimson fungus, and the other one is crafted with the warped fungus, as you can see right here, and it is the warped blue culture. And here is the recipe just in case. So 1 warped fungus and 1 glass bottle. Now let's just choose any of these. So I personally like creamy cheeses, so I'm just gonna grab this bottle right here. So we have the bottle of cheese culture, and now let's just go onto this basin, which is crafted with 3 slabs of the desired material. So I don't know why I didn't go over the entire list of all of these, but here we go. So we have the adzenite one, dorite, granite, basalt, and blackstone. So I personally like this one. It looks like clay. Anyway, let's just right click with a milk bucket, and let's right click with the cheese culture. So this will slowly start turning into cheese. So I'm just gonna wait it out. You know what, since it's taking so much real life time, I'm actually gonna go over the other cheeses, and then I'm gonna take this one out of its basin. So yeah, this is gonna take a really long time. I've actually just waited like 3 minutes, but I'm just really impatient. So here are all the cheeses. So we have the normal cheese, we have the creamy cheese, we have the intoxicating cheese, we have the sour cheese, we have the condensed cheese, and we have the warped blue cheese. So all of these are cheese wheels, and you can just, okay, there we go, it's ready. So these are cheese wheels, and you can basically just eat them. But if you eat them, you're just gonna get really nauseous because you freaking chugged an entire piece of cheese down your throat. You maniac. Yes, you're a maniac if you tried to eat an entire cheese wheel. Imagine someone tried that in real life. I don't think it would go too good. I think you would actually get nauseous. Anyway, let's just grab our cheese. So once you see these particles, you just right click and you should have your cheese. So I'm not gonna eat this one because I don't want to get nauseous again, and that's pretty much the cheese making process. Now you can actually store these bottles in this bottle crate, and they'll later have more cheese culture. So it currently has 9 out of 10 uses, but I'm just gonna leave it in here so it can start slowly fermenting. So let's finish off the cheese section. So here we have another basin filled with milk and its culture, and there's something you can do with this. So if you have an empty bucket, you can just right click on this and you can get some fermenting milk in a bucket, and now you can actually transfer this over to another basin and it should start fermenting there. I don't know why you would do that, but apparently you can do this. Maybe if you just said, hey, I don't want it in that basin, but that's still a little bit strange, but you can do it if you want. And now there's something you should also know about this. So it tells you the percentage of the fermentation. So in this case, it's 38% fermented. And let's just put it back into the other basin over here. Oh, this is probably a great way to actually check if your cheese is almost ready and if you're impatient like me. So now let's open the bottle crate. So it had 9 out of 10 uses, and now it has 10 out of 10 uses. So that means it slowly regenerates over time, so you don't have to craft this again. And I really like this. I don't feel like actually crafting this over and over and over. And I can make unlimited cheese just by putting it in the crate. Anyway, let's continue. Now we're gonna go over the knives. Okay, I just sounded like the serial killer. Anyway, we have the stone kitchen knife. So the way you craft this is you need 1 plank and 1 stick. So it doesn't matter the orientation, you still get a knife. Now here we have the iron kitchen knife. So the way this is crafted is with 2 iron nuggets and 1 stick. And next up, we have the golden kitchen knife, which is probably crafted the exact same way. So it is crafted with 2 golden nuggets and 1 stick. And yes, I do these videos unscripted for some reason. It's a nightmare doing it unscripted, but I don't feel like actually writing a script. I feel like actually doing a mod review like this. So here we have the diamond kitchen knife. So the way you craft this is with 1 diamond and 1 stick, and you get a really sharp diamond knife. I don't know. Can you actually fight mobs with these? I'm just gonna try with the netherite one once I get to it. So here we have the netherite kitchen knife. So you just upgrade it exactly like you would upgrade any other diamond tool or weapon or whatever other thing like armors. And here you get the netherite kitchen knife. Now before you start cutting like a maniac, you need some cutting boards. So there are different kinds of cutting boards, but I'm gonna first show you the oak one so I can show you the recipes for the rest of them. So here we have the oak cutting table. So you need 2 stripped oak logs to craft 2 cutting boards. So it's really cheap to actually craft these, and you get a pair of two, which you could probably use for different things. And that applies for every other one. So here we have the spruce one, and as you can see, it's exactly the same recipe. Now here we have the spruce cutting board, we have the jungle cutting board, we have the aceta cutting board, we have the dark oak cutting board, we have the crimson cutting board, and we have the warped cutting board. And they look pretty awesome, don't they? I really love these colors. So I think I might like this pinkish red one like all the other netherwoods, and I would probably also choose this one because it reminds me of the bamboo cutting board I have here at home. Now it's time to actually use your knife. So if you want to actually put your knife somewhere, you can just stab it into your cutting board, which I think might break it if you actually did this in real life. Please don't do this in real life. You're a maniac if you actually do this in real life. Actually, I'm just kidding. You're not a maniac. You can stab it if you want, but I don't think it's a really good idea. Anyway, let's just place our pickle here. So we're just going to right click and place our pickle on the cutting board. Now that it's on the cutting board, we can cut it with our knives. So the main difference between every knife is how much items it can cut. So in this case, this stone knife can only cut one item, which is this pickle right here. So if you put two items, it can't chop the other pickle below it. But that changes as you move on. So for example, here we have the iron kitchen knife, which can cut up to 3 items. We have the golden one, which can cut 5 items. We have the diamond one, which can cut up to 8 items. And we have the netherite kitchen knife, which can cut up to 20 items. Yes, that is completely insane. So let's just place 20 items right now. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now let's cut it with the netherite knife. Oh, also, I'm stepping on the freaking pickles. I'm not gonna eat that anymore, but let's just chop. So let's just right click, and it chopped all the pickles like a beast. And I don't know if I can eat all of them. Let me just try. You know what? I'm in creative, so I can't actually eat those. Anyway, let's just get started. So here we have some bread. So I'm just gonna make some bread so we can put it into this toaster right here. And here is the recipe. So the way you craft it is with 1 redstone lever, 1 redstone dust, 2 iron ingots, and 3 woods of any type. Now let's just cut this bread so we can actually use the toaster. So let's place this bread right here and let's chop with the knife, and there we go. So we have some bread slices. Now you can put these bread slices into the toaster and you can just use a redstone lever to activate it. So there we go. So now it's being toasted. Now let's just cut some cheese. So the cheese can actually be cut and it won't hurt you to actually eat it now. So there we go. So we have cheese slices, and that shouldn't harm you at all. And I just placed them on the cutting board for some reason. Now here we have our toast. So the toast look delicious. And now we're just going to grab our toast back. Now you have your other uncuttable items. So in this case, the steak can't actually be cut. So you basically can just place this straight into your sandwich without actually cutting it. Anyway, let's just chop some pork chops. So there are different kinds of meats you can chop, like the pork chop right here. So let's just chop it. And as you can see, we have pork cuts. Now, all the meats you can actually put in this are pork, chicken, cod, and salmon. These are only all the meats you can actually make. And there's 2 variations of the pork cuts. So let's just put these into the smoker right here, and it should start creating some pork cuts. And now these pork cuts are going to become bacon strips. So this is basically when you put it into the smoker. If you put it into a normal furnace, like the one right here, you should get another variation, which is the cooked pork cuts. So here we go. I'm not going to put this because it literally looks disgusting. So if you want to make something delicious, please make it in the smoker, because I don't just want that cooked pork right there. That is disgusting. Now that the pork is cooked, you can't cut it. So you have to take all of these things into consideration. It basically takes some trial and error. So there's something I learned in this mod review. So you can apparently only stack one type of item. So in this case, if I want to put some lettuce, I can't put lettuce. I can only put tomatoes on top of each other. And you can also just take away from the cutting board just by right clicking. And there we go. I took away from the cutting board and now it's back in my inventory. Wow, this section is kind of disorganized. Anyway, we're just gonna grab our tomatoes and our chopped onions, and we're gonna make a more delicious variant. So let's just grab a fireplace. So here we go. We have a campfire, and let's just put this on the campfire. So let's put some tomato slices, some onions, and we're also gonna put the cut bacon. I mean the pork cuts. So let's just put these pork cuts in here, and there we go. This is so delicious. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. This is probably why I'm so distracted while doing this mod review. I'm just really hungry right now, especially since I'm cooking such delicious things. Oh, this is so good. And by the way, you can't actually put these into the smoker right here. So for example, let's grab some normal tomatoes, and it does not want to go into a smoker no matter what. So there we go. It does not want to process, so it's just going to stay there unless you actually put it in here. Now, if you like your sandwich burnt for some reason, you can actually make some burnt stuff. So let's just put some bacon in there, and let's toast the bacon into a crisp. Later compress it slowly into more burnt version. Okay, I can't take that seriously. Why burnt food? I burnt it. Okay, and I ate it. I just can taste the burntness of that. I can't imagine that. Anyway, while that is toasting, I'm gonna show you what you can actually do. So you can actually put enchanted stuff into your sandwich if you want. So let's just grab a knife and let's just cut this. So here we go. So we have enchanted golden apple slices, which work halfway like a normal one, because you just cut it up, you get half of everything, and you get 2 pieces. So it kind of makes sense that you get half of the length of the effects and probably half of the actual effects themselves. By the way, what I put in there was dried kelp. So we're just gonna grab these, and here we go. So we have some burnt morsels. I don't know why you would want this. You can actually eat them too. Okay, now that is getting slightly disgusting now. Now that we have burnt food and burnt morsels, you can actually put these two again in the toaster. So there we go. So they're going to be in the toaster, and this time we're going to be here when they come out. So this one should be charcoal, and this one should be charred morsels, and you can later use these in furnaces. So there we go. So they're ready. So one of them has turned into charcoal, and one of them has turned into charred morsel. Now let's use it in the furnace so you guys can see. So let's just put a ton of iron ingots in there, and let's put some charred morsels. So as you can see, it does burn like normal coal, except I think it's a little bit less efficient. Yes, it is less efficient. And creator masterpiece. So let's grab our toast, and let's put it on this table right here, which is the sandwich table. This is the ultimate table that allows you to make any sandwich. So you just use 2 smooth stones and 2 woods of any type, and you get the sandwich table. Now the sandwich table is special because it's the sandwich god. So let's just right click here, and here we have our bread. Now I actually want some cheese at the bottom. You know what? Let's just make a BLT, which is a little bit more simple and, wait, enchanted BLT. So let's just grab some enchanted golden apples. Let's grab some chopped golden carrots, and let's just grab some bacon around here. So there we go. We have some bacon, and now this is the cheese I'm gonna get. So here's the lettuce. We're gonna grab cooked tomatoes, which sounds a little bit more delicious, and then we're just gonna put this on top of it. So there we go. So you just want to right click on here, and as you can see, the ingredients are placed. So we have our enchanted apples, we have our golden carrots, we have our bacon, our lettuce, our tomatoes, and let's not forget the mayonnaise. Let's grab some mayonnaise, and let's just right click here, and as you can see, mayonnaise has been applied. If you want to hold off on the mayonnaise, you can just right click and remove it. If you hate mayonnaise, you're probably a jellian. Anyway, let's just put this here, and let's put our cheese here, and let's put this toasted bun here. Oh, that is looking so good already. Now let's just shift right click to grab it out, and there we go. So you actually get the entire thing assembled in your hand. This is awesome because you can see whatever ingredients you placed on it, and that'll determine how it looks like. So there's the list of ingredients. So there is a lot of ingredients in this thing. So let's starve. So I'm currently starving. So there we go. Go all the way down. Go all the way down. And there we go. So I am really, really low on hunger. And now you just want to eat your sandwich before you die. So there we go. It fills up your entire hunger bar. And there's also a mod that I'm gonna link in the description below. And it allows you to go past your hunger bar. So you can actually have some saturated hunger. Which is awesome. So you can basically just fill yourself beyond what is allowed in Minecraft. And actually, you know what? Let's just do this right now. By the way, the mod I'm talking about is for 1.16.4, but apparently it still works for 1.16.5. Now we're starving, so let's just eat this sandwich. And there we go. So the mod gave us saturated hunger. So as you can see, we went past the hunger bar, and now we're super saturated. So basically, I'm about to burst in this game. Oh no. I guess I don't know how you can eat that much. And you can also eat an insane amount of food. And why did I just click clear? By the way, this brings us into the other section. So here we have a mobile version of the sandwich table. And it's currently sideways. So basically, I just right click here. Oh no, that bread looks like it's about to fall. And we're just gonna make a simple grilled cheese with pickles. Ew, actually, I don't know. You know what? Let's just add a few things to it. So let's just actually add some chicken. So let's take this away. Add some chicken right there. Add some mayonnaise right there. Add some pickles. And then add the cheese on top again. And let's just put this toasted bun again. And there we go. Oh, I almost forgot the recipe. So the way you craft this is with 1 minecart and 1 sandwich table. Now let's just send off our masterpiece. You know what? I'm just gonna make my masterpiece a little bit taller. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna send this off. And as you can see, it goes down there and then it's gonna come back up. So you can basically just send your sandwich absolutely anywhere. And I kind of trapped it. Actually, I think this sandwich is a little bit too tall, isn't it? It's actually way too tall. Okay, there we go. It returned right back where it was. And I think Corsican said he was starving. So let's just take this sandwich over there. You know what? Let's just take the entire freaking sandwich. There we go. And also I forgot one thing. So there's a new villager job actually. Hey Corsican, I remember you said you were hungry.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so here's a sandwich. I don't know if you would like it.
Ooh, it looks good.
I don't know if it Corsican, I don't know if it looks appetizing. You know what? I'm just gonna give it to you. There we go. So now you have your sandwich. Are you gonna eat it?
Oh, I'll eat it in a bit.
I think you don't like it.
No.
Okay, you know what? We're just gonna leave. I don't think he actually likes my sandwich. Now let's deprive Ramsey of his current job. So Ramsey is up here. So let's just go up here. And did you lose your job, Ramsey? Where are you? Okay, I don't know if he lost his job. Wait, oh. Okay, I'm gonna make you have a child, Master Ramsey. No, I'm just gonna make you have a child right now. I don't care. I'm just gonna make, okay, there we go. Oh, that was a bad idea. He's not gonna grow up on time. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I guess you have a child you always wanted. Okay, you know what? You're a horrible person. He's so adorable, but you just hate him for some reason. Anyway, let's just put the villager here. And let's put another villager here. And here we go. Now he's a sandwich god. So he's the sandwich maker. Now you can actually trade sandwich related items with him. Dude, I want to trade some lettuce. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of emeralds just for some lettuce. And now let's grab even more lettuce. And there we go. So he slowly starts upgrading and selling you sandwich related items. Wait, apple sandwich? No, I'm just gonna leave. I don't care. I'm not gonna turn you to master. That already disgusted me. That was disgusting. Now he's emerald class. So this is basically what you get. You really don't get much from him, just like a normal villager. I don't know why they don't trade good stuff. I wish they actually did. Well, the wandering traders were, so what am I even blaming them for? Now the part you've been waiting for. Trying to kill something with a knife. So let's see how much damage it does. So it does a few hits. I don't know if this is actually a good weapon. Yes, this is meant to cut stuff, but it's not meant to cut through creepers. You know what? This is as efficient as your fist, so it's really not worth using the knife. It's really not a weapon, except if you use it in real life. Well, that got a little bit dark. Now here's a few extra things you might want to know about your sandwich. So first off, you can just shift, right click on the ground and place your sandwich on the ground like this, and you can just go into survival and just mine it up like a normal block, except you can do it with your hand. And there's another thing you can do, so basically you can make it as tall as you want. So let me just place this sandwich down, and as you can see, this sandwich is huge. So let's just place it down like that, and there we go. So it should lag a little bit less, but it's still lagging. And third thing you should know is, if the sandwich is way too big, it's gonna take you a while to actually eat it. So there we go. So it really took a while, and there was that big burp. So that means that I freaking swallowed that entire sandwich like a maniac. So sorry about that last part. I know that I probably didn't do a good job like I should have, but there was a lot of items in my defense, and I really couldn't keep up with so many things in this mod. But at least I showed you how to actually make a sandwich, and at least the beginning was actually good. So probably not everyone is watching till now because yeah, as I said, I didn't know what I was doing. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this mod review anyway. So don't forget to burn that subscribe button and hit that notification bell if you happen to like my content. Let's try to get to 10 likes on this mod review. And hopefully you guys have an awesome day or night. And see you all later. Bye!